So Noah's family grew and grew until they settled in the plains of Shinar. Now you would think that a flood would have reminded them that they shouldn't test God. But they took the hard way and they went the other direction. The people began to think, what if God sends another flood? We want to make sure that we'll never get flooded again. We also want to be famous just like God is famous. There's a word that we use for this. The word is pride. Pride is when you think you're better than you are. Adam and Eve had pride in the garden when they wanted to be like God. The people in Noah's day were prideful people, and you and I often have moments of pride. We're selfish and we choose to do it our way rather than our parents' or God's way. We lie because we'd rather deceive than show our weaknesses. Or we say things like, I'm the best Minecraft player in the whole world. Can you think of a time when you maybe showed some pride? Man, you are looking good.
I don't need any help. If I don't post this, no one will know how smart I am.
Yeah, but at least I'm not like, I deserve this. Selfish pride is a dangerous thing. It tells us that we're better than we actually are. And for Adam and Eve, it told them that they could be like God. For the people in Shinar, it told them that they had the creativity, the intellect, and the power to outsmart and outshine God. So what did they do? They built a tower. Speaking of building, I think Construction Kyle's up to something.
Hey guys, it's Construction Kyle here, building my own personal tower. So I'm gonna climb up there, keep doing some more work.
Oh, I don't think that's gonna end well for him. Unlike Construction Kyle, the people building the tower were actually pretty good at building. They figured out how to make strong bricks, and they began their tower. And so they began to think, we don't need God. See, look, we can take care of ourselves. So how do you think God felt when his people were thinking and saying things like this? I think you're right. God wasn't happy. Even though Psalm 145 says the Lord is gracious and merciful, slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love, God chose to intervene so that these people will remember what's best for them. Remember, God doesn't just give us rules to follow. He doesn't just want us to change our hearts, and he doesn't discipline us because he's just a mean God. God does this because it's actually what's best for us. And for the people of Shinar, obeying God and trusting in him was really what was best for them. So how is following God what's best for us? So God confuses their languages. I mean, imagine trying to build something with someone who speaks a different language. You would say up and they would think down. You would say left and they would go right. It wouldn't work.
All right, can you hand me the thingamajig?
Yeah.
No, not that. The other thingamajig. No, not that. The other one. No, not that. Thanks.
And since they couldn't work together without being able to communicate, they abandoned their project and left. They called the place Babel, which means confusion. See, for them, their pride caused problems. See, the opposite of pride is humility. It's an attitude that helps us understand that God is our creator and we are his creation. And to live inside God's creation is to have an attitude of humility. The best example of humility was Jesus himself. Philippians 2:3 says, do nothing out of selfish ambition or conceit, which is just a fancy word for pride. But in humility, count others more significant than yourselves. Paul goes on to say in verse 8 that Jesus, being found in human form, he humbled himself by becoming obedient to the point of death, even death on a cross. Jesus thought you and I are so important that he decided that saving us from death was more important than his own life. That sounds like a lot of love. Why would Jesus do that for us? That's right. Jesus did this for us because he loves us so much that he doesn't want us to be prideful and selfish. And so this week, how can you try to be humble rather than prideful?